thank you so much for a full house on a presentation that, yes, we've been expecting it. So please, let's welcome Larry Hess!
Hello, I'm Larry Hess, and I love music. And I love to share my talks about popular music history with cruise ship passengers around the world. And let me tell you something, we have fun.
Because now you are a member of the Music History Appreciation Society Celebrity Summit Chapter.
After a career as a performing musician and a music educator, I began sharing these talks about the popular music we all grew up with and know so well. But we may not know the stories behind the songs.
We are moving into today pop music of the 60s.
Many times must the cannonballs fly before they fall out of band.
The daddy's in the background in the living room, and he's not sure what's on the TV. But his daughters are excited. Every time I do this, I have the same reaction when they have shots of the girls screaming and crying and so distraught. And you all laugh like you didn't do that. Pushing for more input on the show, and they wanted to tour and play live concerts. And the producers go, but you guys can't play. And then we want to do it anyway. Our fans want to see us. So
I have talks about popular music stories from World War II, with music supporting and encouraging a world at war. To the 50s, the birth of rock and roll. The 60s, with music reflecting the turbulent times. The 70s, here's a little sample.
officially divorced in 1970. Ending what has to be the most amazing musical collaboration of the 20th century. Art Garfunkel to sing the voice as a solo for the album, for the record. So Paul Simon would come to regret that because the song was a huge hit.
And all the way to the 80s, where new technology brought us great pop music and great artists. I also have a 3-part set of talks that tell the remarkable story of the Beatles. Passengers around the world have told me how much they have enjoyed this series and the new things that they learned.
Here, the guys in front of me, and he kept the beat by watching their feet, their boots on the stage, and he watched them.
If your itinerary has many sea days that you need a speaker for, I have a wide variety of talks to keep passengers interested and entertained. Here's a sample of my talk on The Wrecking Crew, the studio musicians who played on most of the hits coming out of LA in the 60s and 70s.
The conductor's job is to interpret the score, the musical score, Beethoven, Mozart, and then add their musical touches to that and their interpretations. And they ask things of the musicians in front of them because the conductor doesn't make any sound. So he plays the orchestra. The same thing happens in a recording studio. This is Phil Spector. But in the 60s, he was the producer in LA. He had so many hit records and a real unique sound, and he was in control of the recording process.
I'll end with what the audience has shared with me, that they had a great time and enjoyed the music and stories we shared together.